What if an alien civilization turned an entire solar system into a single, massive computer so powerful it could simulate trillions of realities, including ours? We often imagine supercomputers as large server farms humming machines stretching across data centers. But what if that's just a toy compared to what's truly possible? The Matrioshka Brain is a theoretical concept that goes far beyond anything humanity has ever created or even imagined in full. It's a megastructure built around a star, harnessing nearly 100% of its energy to power a cosmic-scale computational system. A literal brain the size of a solar system. This idea didn't just come from science fiction, it's based on real extrapolations of energy use and computational growth by theoretical physicists and futurists. It stretches the boundaries of what it means to be alive, to think, to evolve, and perhaps even to exist. To understand a Matrioshka brain, we need to understand the Kardashev Scale. Proposed by Soviet astrophysicist Nikolai Kardashev in 1964, this scale categorizes civilizations by their ability to harness energy. Type 1 uses all the energy available on their home planet. Type 2 harnesses all the energy of a star. Type 3 taps into the energy of an entire galaxy. We, on Earth, are barely at type 0.72. All our technology, cities, data centers, and nuclear plants use just a fraction of the power our planet receives. A Matrioshka brain is the logical evolution of a Type 2 civilization in society, so advanced it can build around an entire star to convert heat and light into raw processing power. The concept was coined by science fiction author and futurist Robert Bradbury, not to be confused with Ray Bradbury, inspired by the Dyson sphere idea. A Dyson sphere is a megastructure surrounding a star to capture its energy, but it's often misunderstood. It's not a solid shell, but likely a Dyson swarm, a cloud of solar-collecting satellites orbiting in harmony. The Matrioshka brain takes this further. Instead of one layer of energy-harvesting satellites, imagine nested shells, like Russian Matryoshka dolls, each layer absorbing the waste heat of the one before it. The innermost sphere collects the star's visible light. The next layer captures the infrared radiation waste heat. The third captures what escapes from that, and so on, until nearly no energy is wasted. This configuration turns a star into a tiered computing engine, optimizing every photon, every bit of heat, to think, to compute, to simulate. The goal isn't just to collect power, it's to use it for computation. With energy being the fuel of information processing, the more you have, the more you can compute. And that leads to staggering possibilities. Simulated real-ish Matryoshka brain could run simulations of entire universes. It could simulate planets, cities, ecosystems, even individual conscious minds. Maybe billions of sentient beings could live in blissful, custom-made realities, unaware they're in a simulation. Mind-uploading post-biological civilizations may have left their physical bodies behind. Instead, they upload consciousness into this stellar supercomputer, essentially becoming immortal streams of data. Time compression inside a Matryoshka brain, time can move faster. Since it's all code, subjective time could be experienced at a 1,000,000-to-1 ratio. A single minute in the real universe could be decades in the simulated world. This is where it gets even more fascinating. To construct a Matryoshka brain, a civilization must master autonomous nanotechnology, space mining on an astronomical scale, artificial intelligence far beyond ours, heat management systems capable of handling star-level output. First, they'd likely disassemble planets in their solar system. Mercury, for example, would be prime real estate for raw materials high in metals and close to the sun. Then, using self-replicating machines, they create trillions of solar collectors, radiators, cooling systems, and processors. Over time, the structure grows. First a Dyson swarm, then a denser shell. Then another layer, further out, absorbing what little energy leaks through. Each layer houses data processors and AI cores. Each shell forms a ring of conscious computing orbiting their parent star. Computers produce heat, a lot of it, and when you're processing star-level data, heat becomes your worst enemy. The Matrioshka Brain is designed to handle this through thermodynamic gradients. Each outer layer is cooler than the one before it. It becomes a kind of cosmic heat engine where energy flows from hot to cold, each step doing computational work. Eventually, the outermost layer radiates the final waste heat into space at near absolute zero. That's why Matryoshka brains might be invisible to visible light telescopes. They'd show up only in infrared, and even then as dull, dim objects. Here's where things take a turn. If these structures are possible, where are they? This question ties into the Fermi Paradox. If intelligent life is common, why haven't we found any evidence of it? One possible answer: they're not traveling the stars, they're not building empires. They're inside Matryoshka Brain's content in simulated worlds, experiencing bliss, exploration, or godhood. Why explore the galaxy at sublight speeds when you can simulate 1,000 galaxies in real time? Why risk cosmic hazards when you can live in eternal paradise? This would explain the silence of the cosmos. Not because no one is out there, but because the truly advanced are looking inward. This leads to a philosophical twist. Could we be living inside a Matryoshka brain right now? The simulation hypothesis, proposed by philosopher Nick Bostrom, suggests that if simulated minds are easier to create than biological ones, we're probably in a simulation. And what would run such a simulation? A universe-scale computer powered by a star. So if a Matryoshka brain exists and it can simulate billions of realities, the odds that we're in the one base reality are vanishingly small. Are we just lines of code running on someone else's cosmic hardware? Can we detect a Matryoshka brain? Yes, but not easily. They wouldn't emit visible light. They wouldn't send radio signals. But they would emit low-temperature infrared radiation, a telltale signature of waste heat from massive computing. Projects like Dyson Spheres Search or SETI's Infrared Sky Survey look for these anomalies. In fact, we found a few mysterious candidate stars with unusual dimming or infrared behavior, but no confirmed Matryoshka brains yet. The truth is, we might already be seeing them and just don't realize it. Could humanity build a Matryoshka brain? Not anytime soon. We're centuries, maybe millennia away from that level of engineering. But if our technological growth continues, it's within the realm of possibility. By the time we reach type to status, we'll have AI more intelligent than our entire species, nanotech capable of building atom by atom, and energy management systems rivaling the sun. Our computers will no longer sit on desks. They'll orbit stars. And when that happens, we too may vanish from the galaxy's view, not because we're gone, but because we're looking inward. Running worlds, simulating minds, becoming the brain of a star. Maybe the universe is silent because it's thinking. Not dead, not empty, but dreaming through the mind of a Matryoshka brain. And we might just be one of its thoughts.